Imagine that I put $1 in a box on the 1st of January, and then I double the money every day for 31 days. So on the 2nd, the money is $2, on the 3rd, it's $4, on the 4th, it's $8, and so on. Now take a little bit of time and guess how much money the box contains after 31 days. Now that you have a guess, you have two choices. Either you get $300 million or you get what's in the box after 31 days. Which one do you choose? Most people don't know which one is the better choice. On day 15, the money in the box is $16,000. Even at that point, you would think that it's better to choose the $300 million. But the truth is, after 31 days, the money in the box is more than $1 billion. This is the magic of compound interest or exponential growth. Compound interest seems insignificant in the short run, but it's really powerful on the long run. Another example of exponential growth is the fact that you can't fold a paper in half more than 7 times. This sounds unbelievable because the paper is very thin, but it's true. The world record of folding paper is 13, but that paper was a really large paper. If you would fold the paper 20 times, it would be 1 kilometer high. They say that if you would fold the paper 100 times, it would be as high as the whole universe. This might sound unbelievable for most people, but this is exactly the point. People are not used to think in an exponential way. We are used to think in a linear way. So how does this connect it with getting rich? You can get rich by using the power of exponential growth or compound interest. Compound interest is when you invest your money, which generates you more money, and this new money is also earning you money. For example, you buy a stock that pays dividends, and then you buy new dividend-paying stocks from those dividends. Let's say it's 1871 and you put $1 into the S&P 500. If you only look at the price gain, today your money would be worth $831. But if you had reinvested the dividends, if you had bought more shares from the dividends, you would have more than $500,000. That's the power of compound interest. So keep in mind that when you look at the historical chart of the S&P 500, you only see the price gain of the stocks without the dividends. And what you don't see on the chart is how much money you would earn reinvesting those dividends. So most people think that in order to get rich, you need to find some very special company that will skyrocket and you earn a lot of money in a short period of time. But in reality, you have a very low chance for that. And it's much easier to get rich slower with using the power of compound interest. And think about the first example, when we started with $1 and doubled it for 31 days. Even on day 15, it seemed like it's not worth it. And this is exactly what people think. Why would I give up spending my money for 4% or even 10% gain? If I invest $1,000 with a 10% yield, I will only have $1,100 the next year. That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense because you are thinking in a linear way and not thinking exponentially. Rich people know the power of compound interest and exponential growth, and that's how they get rich.